Yo, what's poppin' guys? Welcome back to another video. In this one I'm going to attempt to do an ASMR video. Now I know that I haven't done one of these before, but I just wanted to try it and see if the format works good or not, because it's kind of chill and I like chill stuff. So this video I'm going to bring you a video of a really cool game of Nocturne tank. So actually this build works really good. Now the reason why it works really good is because usually when you build assassin, you can only one-shot someone and then you're pretty much useless. So that's a problem I feel with most assassin builds on Nocturne. But if you build tank, this build really allows you to one-shot people, as not really one-shot, but still do a really good amount of damage to squishies, plus being able to tank for your team after your job is done, after your ult is done. So that provides a lot of value for you. Even if you lose your life tanking, it's still going to contribute a lot to the team, and you can even initiate, be a really good initiator that way. So a lot of times if you build assassin, you want to be the last one to go in sometimes, like a Master Yi, if they're not isolated. So if you build tank, I mean, you can just go in, you can be the first one to go in, like a Malphite would, initiate the fights. So that really brings really good value as well. And now we just got first blood with Lee. It was a really nice invade there, if you haven't seen that. I started with my E. When you invade, you start with your E, and Nico did a flash and we managed to get it, secure the kill there. So now I'm laning against Aurelia. I really thought I was against the Syndra, so which is why I took MR last. I'll show you the runes that I'm using after the video, okay? So I made a mistake going MR because I thought much of this wrong. Now I got she went all in. She's playing very aggressive here. I'm just trying to farm a little bit. So with Nocturne, they usually underestimate your healing in the lane as well. You have really good sustain. So when your passive is up, make sure to fight as many mobs as possible. Now she went really aggressive. She spent all her summoners and she didn't manage to kill me. So I could have followed up a little bit there, but it was iffy. Now notice I'm playing actually pretty passively. I'm just waiting for her to make a mistake, because actually Nocturne is really good against Aurelia, provided that you can get your fear off. I got stunned there. Okay, if I chased with my fear, I could have killed her. So I was a bit scared because my health was a bit low, so that was bad judgment there. But Lee's got this. So I mean, she's got no flash, and the only thing she can do is try to kill me. Okay, she gave me the first kill on her, and now I'm going to build towards a Tiamat. So I'll just skip forward a bit till I'm back in lane. Okay, now I see her, and I straight away go on her because I got a kill on her. I can be really aggressive now, and it's easy as that, just hitting her. So when you got the lead, then you obviously want to push that lead. A lot of people underestimate Nocturne, which is why at the beginning I played really passively. So if they try to push their luck, they're pretty much screwed. If they try to all in me, they're pretty much screwed. So I could back, but I do not have enough gold for Tiamat, so I'm going to stay for one more, at least. Now she's going to aggressive again for some reason, and she really underestimates Nocturne here. So I think from the 3 deaths she's probably had learned her lesson. And now I got my tier mapped, so this lane's pretty much over. Okay, I'll just fast forward. Now I can just all in like this, and she cannot do anything, but I don't know why she's coming back. Okay, so she's calling for help, and I mean she's pretty much chunked. I'm looking for a bottom gank because they were low, I think. Let me just rewind that and see. Yes, Syndra was a bit low, so I was looking for that gank, but it's not going to happen. Now realistically top isn't very gankable unless he's low, so Garen's actually not a very good target for Nocturne because he's very speedy. So Aurelia calls missing mid, and she's like, be careful, but little does she know she's the one getting ganked. And the reason why Nocturne is really good against Aurelia is that if you're ahead of her, she does not have any escapes other than the creeps. So you can just all in her and she cannot escape, she cannot have dash back, so she has to fight you. Now I know I'm really ahead, so I can just counter jungle him, just put a ward down. And Graves cause it's like, what the hell. So that's basically what you have to do. Well, you could go to yours as well, because the tier map clear is really quick. So that's one other thing about Nocturne mid, is that he is really good against the jungle, so you can clear both the waves and the jungle, and that gives you a massive advantage over people who can't, over champions who cannot do that. Okay. Now I got Kindle Gem. I like building Kindle Gem and Longsword over the Phage, because this way you get more cooldown reduction, so each time you ult is going to get it a lot less cooldown towards your ultimate. So I also have Ultimate Hunter here, which means each kill I do I'm going to be getting less and less cooldown. Now I see that they're low top, which means I can go. Realistically, this was not a good option to go here because they can just go on the tower, so we can definitely dive these guys. Now I'm just waiting for the moment to dive, and I believe Irelia is also coming. Yes, so now I'm just waiting for the perfect time. Okay, that's the dive. I missed my Q there, that's okay. So when you ult, you can also Q at the same time. Missed it a little bit, so I don't know why Garen stays, but he's dead. I just ignited him just to be sure. Now I'm running with the fleet footwork. I like fleet footwork in the lane because it gives you much more sustain to be able to win the lane, and plus if you run lethal tempo, the enemy can exploit that. So once you hit them with lethal tempo, they know, you know, it's your lethal tempo, and they can just walk back. Okay, so I'm not going to push my luck anymore. I'm just gonna go back after those really nice platings. Very juicy. Now let's see, I've got nearly my Black Cleaver completed right here, so I'll just fast forward a bit. Okay, so looking at the map, I call missing, and she cannot really go on anyone. I guess she probably based, so they want to go on Syndra. and as always I do not want to go on Garen, so I could make a play on bot lane, or I could find jungle, but it's a bit iffy. So the thing you can do, like if you're a duo with your jungler, is always find the jungler with your jungler. But since you know, we're not duo, we're not on comms, it's very hard. Now let me rewind that fight back. I altered the wrong one. I went for Syndra, where Graves would be the easy target there. It would usually be the right play, but as soon as I altered, you know, Graves got chunked. They focused on Graves. Let me just do that again. So let's see, how can I learn from this? Let's see. See, right there, I wanted to go on Syndra. It would usually be the right play, but Sona healed her for so much. And plus, if I went for Graves, I would get focused by Syndra and Sona. So, I mean, yeah, that's a hard call. I don't know. If it was a few seconds later, I would have went on Graves for sure, because he was getting chunked by the allies. Okay, Aurelia comes. I pinned them back because I knew Aurelia was coming, and she failed to dive me. I nearly got her with my Q. Yeah, I pinned him back, but he didn't really listen to me until it was too late. I had a sixth sense that Aurelia was coming. So now at least I completed Black Cleaver almost 12 minutes in. We did my Tiamat, which is really good. Looking very solid going into this game with 5 kills. So top tower's nearly done. This tower's nearly done as well. This tower's full. Okay. Now dragon spawns, so I get priority and I pin my team to go dragon. Another really good thing about Nocturne mid is you're able to control both objectives really well with your ultimate, because you're like a second jungler. You can do the dragon as well, you know, spell shield the dragon, and you can pretty much be a jungler for your team, a second jungler, which is very awesome. Now I do miss a wave for that, but it's worth it, you know. Aurelia went top to get a gank off. And we're able to get this tower, no worries. Looks like they want to push that top. Now we want to make a play bot, because we can definitely dive this. Just gotta time it well with the Lee Sin. Very good dive champions. So let's see, very nice by Nico. I didn't really want to go on that, so I want to get the other kill with Lee. Very good, because yeah, Nico was you know, got the other guy pretty well. Now yeah, Tiamat, I'm using Tiamat because it's an auto attack reset, so I can attack the tower quicker. Okay, Aurelia comes, but at this point I'm pretty fed that she cannot do much to me anyway. So spell shield gives you a very good timing window to fear her. Okay, so another kill for me, and like getting more tankier, going to build towards a mullet. This time I got cooldown boost as well, so now I'm at 30% cooldown reduction. So I don't go 40% cooldown reduction because that's a bit overkill, but you can if you get Death's Dance. So you could also get dev stance in this build as well, but actually building more health is actually better most of the time because it synergizes with all of the items that you get, particularly Status Gauge and Titanic Hydra. A lot of items work well with health, and I think unfortunately that the item that I said does not actually have death stance, does not have any health if I recall correctly. Now I alt top again, so after you push your mid lane you can always look for a play in either lanes. So always look at your side lanes and see how they're doing. So I spotted Garen was a bit low, so I could actually go for that gank. The reason why Nocturne works really well as well is because you can push the mid really quickly, and once you got it shoved you can obviously do a gank. Can't do anything, so I'm just going to farm mid for a bit. They're getting the rip there. As always, I cannot really fight Garen, as you see, so I'm just it's basically just trolling him for a bit. Now I don't know why they want to engage this. This is not a good engage because the tower's there and they have a lot of their members there. Now I looked at this play and I did not really want to make that play. I could have went for Garen though, but you know, it was kind of iffy. It was pretty far away. Now this fight, this thing here, when I saw Aurelia, I should have just went on her with my ultimate. I did not do that though because I kind of didn't want to fight anything at this point here, but as soon as I saw her I should have went on her. I was a bit surprised by her, that's why as well, and I want to be like an unseen killer, but sometimes you gotta, you know, make adjustments. So that was a mistake by me. That's okay. And Nico actually died there because, as you see, you know, she's overly ambitious, because I did not want to die of anything. Now there's actually a dragon. I'm taking it very carefully. I do not really want to fight. They could have just like taken the dragon, but Teemo's not here. It's like a 4-on-5. It's not a very good idea. So that's why I'm playing back. And you see this Aphelios just get caught. Now I don't do anything to him, which is why I'm going back. I have still ult, but I do not really want to use it because it was not a good fight. So I just walk back. And here I ulted because like I was in a very bad position, so I needed something to get out, and that's why I went with Aurelia. Now this is a really dumb move by the Garen, who TP'd in, try to flank someone. Okay, he did give a Nico, but I was able to revenge heal for the Nico right there. So just clearing a bit of the jungle after that kill. Pretty much got my frozen mullet after these camps. Teemo's pushing his luck. This is a free kill. So if you ward his jungle and you duo your jungler, you can do that more often. So it gives you an extra target as Nocturne. So I actually got last pick in this scenario, And as soon as I saw Syndra, as soon as I saw Sona, as soon as I saw Graves, I went into Nocturne. It's a very easy pick if they have these champions with not much mobility, and they cannot really get away much. Now Grace got Dev's Dance is definitely a bit tanky, so that is still going to be a bit difficult for me to kill. But we had so much priority that was a free Baron for us. And here I got my Frozen Mullet. So now my health is nearly 3k health. So, and my ultimate is just 56 seconds. It's very, very quick. And Timo's chasing. He's in a bad spot, so definitely I'm going to back him up. Okay, I ulted there. I just lost vision. Now I made a mistake here. I did not give a far sight alteration. So with a far sight alteration, that would have been a kill. So I was in a bad spot and had to use my ult. So sometimes you can like fake scare them. So it was a 3-on-1. They could have killed me, but because I ulted, the Aurelia sort of played scared for a bit, and that allowed me enough time to fear her and escape. Okay, here I'm just getting more and more tanky, so if I had a squishier build, I would not have escaped that fight. So I already have my ult up, I just used it, now I have it up already, and I'm just trolling at this point. Because obviously there's no way that I'm going to successfully be able to dive that. So if I cannot dive, I'm just going to look for farming, pretty much. See, I don't know what they're doing, just diving. Okay, so they have Baron, that's why. But like I'm pretty much useless there, so what I'm going to do is push the other lanes and Timo just gets screwed. So I mean, sure they have Baron, but I cannot do much because Nocturne is an all-in champion and you cannot really all-in when there's a torrent there. So I can do is farm, but look, I did so much goddamn damage. Did you see that? Let's rewind that back. So she has no defense or anything, but you see how much I'm doing. She's got like more than half her life. It's got 80% of her life actually. Look how much damage I do. It's disgusting. Guys, that is absolutely disgusting. I don't know what chunk to must have been the Black Cleaver damage. So the thing with Frozen Mullet as well is that they cannot really get away, and you just got your Phage passive with the Black Cleaver. You're super fast, really good chaser hero. This build not only works on Nocturne, of course, it works on other tanks and even ADCs. So if you're an ADC, like actually I've been playing a lot of Tristana with this build, so you cannot build Titanium Hydra, you cannot build Steps Gauge with Tristana, but you can get other tanky items. So these two first, and then into the you can get the Spell Shield item, I forgot what it's called, Edge of Night, that's the one. So I see a free kill here, definitely going on her. And as you see that she even flashed with a phage passive plus the frozen mullet, she has no chance of getting away. She's slow to a halt there. And look at that, I just used my ult and my ult's up in 30 seconds again. So this champion is pretty oppressive once you get ahead like this. And plus you're not going all like squishy items, you're not doing like the build where it's all assassin one-shot build, because if you do that, sure you can one-shot someone, but what happens after you one-shot someone in late game? You know, you're pretty much dead, right? But not with this build. You can still kill some squishies, you still one-shot squishies. On top of that, you're going to be able to like tank so much for your team, for your carries to actually deal so much damage to them, and you're able to initiate the fights. This makes it very, very amazing. We're just out macroing them at this point, we're just getting all the objectives. Sure, they got some kills, but we're able to see that. Let me just rewind that back. We're just able to out macro them. Okay, she's got like 50% of her health, but still just like bang, and she's pretty much deleted. Got my Titanic Hydra there, and as you see, the Titanic Hydra gives you more bonus as your health increases, okay? More damage as your health increases. So as you see, I'm going to get more of a health items, and later you'll see these numbers are going way up, and that is actually so awesome. So I'm building an Asterisk gauge, and my health is, let's look at my health. My health is nearly 4,000 health actually, so 3.5k health at 26 minutes in the game. That is actually insane. Now I'm just going in 2-on-1, no worries, because I know I'm so ahead. Now he nearly got me, but like, do you see that? It's basically a 2-on-1 for the majority of that fight, and I still came out on top there. So I got really cocky after that. And I see a kill bottom. Had my ult up, but I did not. Okay, nearly had my ult up, so don't even need the ult. Now the Barons are nearly. No, it's gonna take a while for Baron to respawn. But what we can do is push this. See, I see Syndra just going out. I didn't see the Graves, so I went on 3 of them, and she just uses Zhonya's just to panic me. But it still allowed my team to, you know, go in after my initiation, and we get the inhib after that. Now at this point, I'm going to just go beast mode and go ham every time I have my ult up. Now they spot me, they cannot really go on me, and I got my Asterisk gauge, guys. Now look at the Titanic Hydra damage on this Asterisk gauge. Look at that, it just keeps increasing as you get more. And at this point in the game, so it's 29 minutes, I actually have 4,000 health, nearly 4,000 health, plus I have Asterisk gauge 1500 bonus health. Okay, so I'm actually going in 3-on-1, and let's see what happens. Okay, I used all my cooldowns, so I don't really want to fight at this point, but I went in 3-on-1 and I got one of them really low, the tanky graves, and it was just half my health as well, so I was actually doing pretty good for a 3-on-1. Now the next item I would buy is a Warmogs, so more bonus health, and then I would sell these boots and get Dead Man's Plate for more armor, I think, and health. So this is the build, guys. It's amazing. I suggest you go and try it. So here I'm going to make another play. My ult's already up. I'm going to go on Syndra, and the Nico comes in and gets the double kill as well. So KS my kills, but you know, it's pretty much so much over. Like, I would be able to 1-on-3 at this point, given like how much damn health I have. It's like nearly 6k health with all the bonuses here. So that is actually like, yeah, nearly 6k health if you count the bonus of Stereo's Gauge. So that's going to be game, guys. Yeah, let me know if you enjoy this format and the game in general. So yeah, so before I go, I'm going to show you the runes that I use for Nocturne. So something like this is what I use, and you can change this for MR or armor or life as well. Actually, the health is actually better. Sorry, so in this build the health is better because it gives you more to work with. But if a lane is very tough, then I would suggest you magic resist sometimes. Okay. Now I actually tried the grasp route with this as well, and it's a very nice build if the lane is very tough. So another build that I suggest is this. You do the grasp into the demolish, into the bone plating, into the overgrowth. It's actually a very nice build as well, but the problem with this build is that well, you gotta hit your opponent to stack this up, so it's good if they're melee. And like, the problem with this is that you do a lot less damage, so you know, it's a trade-off. But yeah, guys, this is the video, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it and learned something. Peace out.